Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. So we're back with the second half of all the orders that we packed yesterday. You can see everything we pulled in the last video, but we still have a lot more to go. So let's get started. Now, this item is not something I would have normally picked up on my own, but because I watch other content creators, I learned about this actually from the Commonwealth Picker. So when I saw this at the bins, I picked it up. This is a Napa Valley CD storage case. As you can see, there's two compartments to this, and each section holds 25 CDs, so 50 total, and it weighs 1 pound 12 ounces. So at the bins price of 99 cents a pound, this cost me $1.75. It sold pretty quick for $24.95. Now we've got a metal item going out, and we picked this up on a highway sale for $1. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% sure what it is. Obviously, it's the Masonic Freemason logo. I thought maybe like a hood ornament for a car. My boyfriend thought maybe like the top of a trophy. I paid $1, it sold for $18.66, and I'm sure that person can use it for whatever they want. Now we've got some plush going out. Let's see if we can get this little bag down without Snuggle Bear falling all over the place. He's like, pick me, I wanna go to my new home. But this is what sold. A bag of Chick-fil-A cows. There are 9 of them in here, little plush ones. I collect them up from the bins, and when I get enough to lot them up, I sell them. Paid about $1 by weight, they sold for $25.46. It can be pretty surprising what some of those fast food collectibles can go for. Now we have a t-shirt going out. I recently went to a yard sale, and they had a ton of old concert t-shirts for $2 a piece. And so I grabbed a handful of them that were in good shape, and this is a Steely Dan one. It's only the first one I've listed because I hate listing clothes and it's really hot in here, and bending over, I get a little lightheaded taking pictures of them. So this is the only one we've listed so far. We paid $2, it sold for $24.95. That put enough pep in my step to get the other ones up. Now we're looking for a bandana, and this is something I picked up at an estate sale. All the bandanas were $1 a piece, but then we picked it up on 75% off day, so it was $0.25. Just got to make sure I grab the right one, and I don't think that's it. Nope, this is the right one. It was hiding all the way in the back, kind of folded over under itself. So this has got like a tribal aesthetic to it. Really cool looking piece. We'll show you here. Paid $0.25. It sold for $11.86. Now, do you ever find something that's so cool and so nostalgic? You're like, I don't care. I'm buying it. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, I own it, and that's okay too. That's how I felt about this CD case. I found it at a Goodwill when we were out of town. Paid $1.99 for it. But this is so nostalgic from the time that I was in middle school and in high school. It's Y2K, but that kind of like hippie flower power print on it, but the neon colors. I love it. Like I said, I paid $1.99. It sold for $15.86. Next up is an item that came from a highway sale we went to recently, the most recent one. And this was actually the first stop of the day. They had a bunch of sports stuff, which we picked up a lot of it. But they had this stack of Major League Baseball pennants. And there are actually 30 here. All 30 teams are represented. So I didn't know if I should sell them as one big lot or individually. Decided to list them individually. And I'm glad I did. I paid $3 for the stack of 30, so 10 cents a piece. This New York Yankees one sold for $5.95, so we're already in the profit. Now I have 29 more left to sell. That's all profit. That's super cool. The good thing about those is they're not very big, they don't take up a lot of space, so if they sit for a while, that's fine. Now we're looking for an Anna Lee doll. This is one that came from that estate sale, but we actually, sneak peek, sold a couple more Anna Lee dolls that came from a yard sale. This is a big old pumpkin head wearing a witch hat. Halloween stuff is starting to sell, you guys. Told you. Keep an eye out. Paid $1, it sold for $13.56. Make sure you're getting those holiday items listed because it's going to be here before we know it. Now, this is an item I pretty much pick up at the bins whenever I find it there. It's a Norfolk Tides, our local minor league baseball team, ice cream hat that you get like snacks in. Paid about 10 cents by weight at the bins. It sold for $4.25. Now we're going to grab a Lego item, and this is actually a personal item, although I remember how much I paid for it and I never really used it, so we're going to say I bought it to resell, but I really didn't because when I bought it, I wasn't reselling yet. This is a Lego City Stunts little minifigure on like a motocross bike thing. I paid $1 for it at a flea market when we were out of town. It sold for $8.46. Now this next item is kind of neat. We went to the bins about a month ago and found all of these little metal trays, but they're different styles. The ones that sold, it's a set of 2. They are like kind of country themed, really cute, made in Hong Kong, so you know that they're old. There's a duck and then there's a cow. I wonder if they made any other animals in this set, like if there was more than just 2. Either way, they're very cute, and I paid about a quarter by weight. They sold for $11.01. Now this next item we're going to chalk up to being just the lessons we learn as resellers and as we get better. I bought a lot of Vera Bradley stuff when I first started reselling. Easy to find at yard sales, everybody has it. And so we've had this little pink wristlet listed for quite some time, and not really super fancy. It's not in the best condition, but it's still nice. Paid $1. It finally sold for $7.16. Now, when we started this video, I told you I didn't know about these Napa Valley cases. I found that one just a couple weeks ago, but prior to that, on a binge trip, I found this one. And this also sold to a completely different buyer. So you guys, this Napa Valley stuff, if you see it, definitely pick it up if you can get it for a low price. Now, this is heavy. It weighs, let's see here, 5 pounds, 4 ounces. So at 99 cents a pound, that's about $5.25. So I paid up for this at the bins. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I had them set a price on it of $1.75, but we'll say $5.25. It sold for $42.46. So even if I paid less, that's even more profit. But I'm pretty sure I asked the guy if he could put one price on it because it was so heavy. Now we have 2 little magnets going out. We've got a little anthropomorphic cabbage and then a little onion who's crying. So cute. This is made by Arjong, so definitely vintage. Paid 50 cents, a quarter a piece at an estate sale. They sold for $8 for the pair. Now you guys, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is one of the coolest things I've found at a yard sale recently. I actually spotted it from the car before we were even parked in front of the house. This is a Brunswick bowling ball bag. Definitely vintage. This really amazing purple, teal, pink coordinating colors here. I really like it. It screams 80s or 90s. It's even got the little rack inside to hold your bowling ball in place. They had a ball in it and they wanted like 30 bucks with the ball. I said, well, how much for just the bag? She said 5. I said, deal. I thought about keeping it, but I listed it for $64.95 and it sold within 24 hours. So definitely happy I picked that up and listed it. Maybe I'll find another one for myself in the future. Not that I'm carrying around a single ball bag, but it's just a cool collectible. Now, I love these Lion salt and pepper shakers. These came from that estate sale where I got all the creative memories. They had a whole collection of salt and peppers for $1 a piece. I paid $1. It sold for $16.96, and that was probably my favorite salt and pepper shaker set that I got at that sale. Now we have some little shot glasses going out, or mini Pilsners. They are Guinness branded. I found these at Goodwill for $1.99. They sold for $21.21. Next up, we have a patriotic item going out. This is a bunting flag, you know, like you'd hang on your porch to decorate your house for 4th of July and whatnot. This person actually bought it rather late, so I hope they get it in time for the 4th if that's what they want it for, but I'm not so sure that's going to happen. Either way, a cool item. I paid a quarter for it at the bins. It sold for $8.46. Now, I said I had some more Annalise going out, and we are going to grab them now. 2 different buyers back to back. First off, we're going to start with this set of 2 reindeer. These are definitely vintage from 1971. We got these at a yard sale. They had about 40 of them, and we paid $1 a piece there as well, which was a great deal. So I paid $2 for these 2. They sold for $21.21 as a set. And then another item going out to somebody who's giving this to an 85-year-old seamstress, which I think is really cool. Little mouse with her little sewing machine. Absolutely adorable. This one still has the tag, which is pretty cool. It's from 1993. Paid $1. It sold for $14. And one last item going out, and unfortunately we're going to end on kind of not an exciting note. This is just one of those random things that if it's new in package and at the bins, I look it up. Had no idea what it was, but it is a metal polish called Flitz. I paid a quarter. It sold for $9.95. I actually picked up 2 of those that same day. So I have $45.43 in everything you see on this table. Everything we sold across the weekend and Monday, and then the last 2 videos that we've seen, $676.55 in total sales, which is 15 times our money, so lower margin, but definitely a great weekend of sales. We're very happy with it. It was a lot of packing to do, and this is going to be not so fun trying to carry it into the post office, but that's okay. It's part of the gig. We'll see you soon with another video of what's sold.